Hello, lovely Aquarius. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for the 26th of May, which is we're nearly there for this beautiful full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. So we've got a bit of a interesting sort of light fluctuations today here, so I hope it's not too annoying. So let's get stuck into it. We've got a shortened Celtic cross. We'll look at the central point for lovely Aquarius, for the lovely water bearers today. So if we can get a few cards for the central position, we look at what's behind you, where you're at, and moving forward as well, and the basis of this current point. So just 2 more cards for Aquarius, please. It's sort of coming up quite a lot. Hang on. I'm getting too many coming out here. Just 1 more card, please. Thank you. Oh. Right. So we'll talk about this for a moment. Oh, it's suddenly getting quite chilly. And then we'll keep going. All right. So, central position. We have the card of Temperance, divine timing. In the Thoth deck here, it is called art. There is a fermentation going on. Something is coming out of this. It is crossed by the card of habit, a card of the 9 of Wands, which is like the it can be called the wounded warrior. There's a we're just, I think Aquarius, there's a feeling here that if there is this could be quite specific for someone out there, but if there is difficulty at the moment, or it feels like you sort of, is anyone backing me here, or it's like it's just me kind of slogging on. This is what I feel, actually. This is what it feels like. The basis, we have the Princess of Cups, which is a very Neptunian card. It's a card of, it's a really beautiful romantic kind of card of imagining, of, the imagination, of a dreamy kind of zone, really. And maybe, things have been so full on for you that you really feel the need to just go with this sort of dreamy zone, instead of always having to I don't know, negotiate with other people all the time. This is sort of what I'm getting. Excuse me, Aquarius. I think the temperature's just suddenly dropped here. It's really fully getting into winter, so I'll just put my little furry on, because it just, hopefully my microphone, sorry Aquarius, but yeah, it's just suddenly gone boom. Anyway, so we have divine timing, which is a wonderful card to have with the 9 of Wands, because it means it's not hanging around. The 9 of Wands, this feeling of always having to defend yourself, or been reminded of patterns of behaviour from the past, it's not going to last. Let's just see what's behind you. Anyway, we'll get some clarity on this, Aquarius. What's behind you? What's behind Aquarius, please? Well, too many cards. Too many. Just one card, please. Just one card. Thank you. Wow. We get this beautiful queen, the Queen of Wands. She's overcome many hurdles up until this point. Many hurdles, this fiery, willful queen. And she is on her throne. I think, you know, there's possibly you've had a period of time where, you know, as I said before, it's just been all about kind of having to do this, having to do that, having to defend yourself, blah, blah, blah. There's a timing involved here. You've overcome a lot of hurdles, dear Aquarius, to get to this point. Where are you? Where are you, Aquarius, at this point? Pardon me. You're building. You're building. And there's nothing stopping you from doing this. This is collaboration with this. The Three of Discs. So we have the Three of Discs. It is about collaborative works. It's about embarking on building something up. With that, we also get the Princess of Swords. Now, the Princess of Swords kind of flails around a little bit. You know, she can't see. And so there's clouds, there's these sort of cumulus, I think. And blindly exhausting herself and defending herself. Again, a card of defense. As we see, this wand is also that crosses Temperance. I think there's a point where you find that there is nothing to defend anymore. That it's like, let it go. There's nothing that you need to defend anymore, dear Aquarius. This 3 is a wonderful card because it indicates understanding that if we go back to the Two of Discs, where it's this constant balancing, we're juggling. And there's movement all around us, but we're juggling. We're really focused on this. You know, at some point we'll be making a decision, but we're keeping a balance at that time. And then we find ourselves in the 3, where we actually really tangibly understand we've made a decision. Now we're building. Now we're building up from the foundation up. And we don't need all we need are willing collaborators here. We don't need to feel like we have to defend ourselves through this. We're looking through the clouds trying to see, like, who can we trust and who is there for us and who isn't, I suppose, is a way of looking at this. Who's there for us, who isn't? Who wants to support me in my imagination and my incredibly fertile mind? Who wants to come along with me for the ride, you know? The Pied Piper playing his flute. Who wants to join me? Who wants to come? Because this is great stuff, the basis of this. And this interference, really, whether it's old habits, whether it's people that are not being particularly easy to deal with for you at the moment. You don't need that around, is just what I'm getting, Aquarius. So because you're building something new and wonderful here, and you need collaborators that truly are, truly, have similar vision that you certainly do. Wow. Moving forward, I'll get one more card. That's looking quite good. Aquarius. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to put a big woolly jersey on in a minute, I think. Just one more card, please. So moving forward for Aquarius, we get this amazing fired up. Couldn't be better, really, when we look at this reading and see that, the Queen of Wands was just there opposite this Knight. Both willful. Both in some ways, ego-driven. Can be. It's part of it. But willful, brave, impulsive, taking chances, taking risks. And let's face it, sometimes if we don't, we can't achieve our dreams. And impulsivity, kind of goes in a lot of ways, partly goes hand in hand with great creativity, great foresight, and projecting forward in our imagination what we desire, what we want, what we need, And I just look down at these cards, and it's kind of like the Knight of Wands is really charging across here. He's charging through that Nine of Wands that he doesn't need anymore. That defense is not required. He's really burning it out. This is a whole new chapter, I do see, for you, lovely Aquarius. Should we just get one more card? With this Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is a whole new chapter. What did I say? A whole new chapter. It's a new chapter. We get the world. We get the beautiful universe, the androgyne and the androgen, coiled like an aerial dancer within this beautiful serpent of life, Ouroboros, a new cycle. It's kind of like you're easing yourself out of an old, into the new. It is literally about timing and a certain level of patience. And in some ways, that's just what I see. Is like, the Knight comes through at the center, at the front of this surge, this new surge of energy. And within that movement of the Knight, he's sort of, if not burning off, he's pulling out these weeds as he goes that he doesn't need. I do get that as a visual. It's quite funny, really. He's pulling the weeds as he goes, the things that he doesn't require. It's quite interesting. Now, Aquarius, dear Aquarius, let's have a look. What was this? I do not often look at what's past or what's behind you, but I am interested in the Queen of Wands for Aquarius here. Queen of Wands. please. It was a commitment. Excuse me, Aquarius. I'd like to get another one. It was a commitment, is what I hear. And a commitment to yourself. With the Fool. A commitment to, just like the Knight of Wands surges through in his impulsivity, he charges into the action zone. The Fool. You made a commitment to yourself to be unencumbered, and to start a new journey. And this is exactly what you are doing. Again, opposite the world. You know, it's all really balanced in that sense here. We have a Princess of Cups at the bottom. We have a Princess of Swords at the top. You know, there's this sort of balance going on here, even though there's a lot of action, there's a lot of fire. There's a bit of waiting, that's all, a bit of patience. Can we have a look at the Princess of Swords, please? In the current position. Princess of Swords with that Three of Discs, where we see, wow, and I do get that too. Like one benefits this whole thing. I don't know how to verbalize it, just what I was thinking here. But the Princess of Swords, almost, even in her flailings, somehow she's there for a purpose, of course. She's there for a purpose for this three, for this collaborative work, this building foundations with others. She is there for a purpose. You know, she can't necessarily see what she's defending. But there's a purpose to this. If this is a mindset or something that's been going through your mind, like there is something that between the old, to me, this is what it is, between the old cycle and the new, there's something that you've still, as you've moved across that threshold, there's something that you've carried, there's something you've got with you, but it doesn't belong here. It belongs back there, if that makes sense. I don't know what other way to describe it. It could be feelings in regards to others, or it could be just feelings about how you have been in the past. Either one or other. It's really beautiful though. Anyway, I don't think I even said what card came out to clarify these two together. We get, we get the Ace of Wands, this beautiful gift of creativity, of passion. Oh, look, this is carrying you. You've taken that on. With this, it's coming into form as we speak. It's been worked upon as we speak, lovely Aquarius. This beautiful, passionate Ace in that current position. And then we see the world, you know, the Knight gets this, is not afraid to plunge in to the aqua depths at all. And no, not at all. Spurred on. Let's just get one more card when we look at this, the universe card. Excuse me, the new cycle. A new cycle. A whole new blimmin' period of time. I'll just get one more card. And with that new period of time comes new information. Comes new information. Wow. Let's see. Wow. Comes new information, my friends. Woohoo. This is it. Oh my goodness. We've got a bit of a, wow, even a story in here. Hello. Knight of Wands. We look at the universe. I say new information. I'll read these out as they came up. We have the Tower. Blasting. Pull, pull, pull. New information. Of course, the Tower is a breaking down. But don't get hooked up in the timing here because, look, I just get this. Don't get hooked up on the timing for one thing, but I get this thing here because the Tower comes out with the Ace of Cups, this gift, this bounty of what is love, emotional satisfaction at its height. You shape it, you make it. But like there could be with this Knight of Wands in the moving forward zone, is once we get rid of defences, right, is when we can allow this to fully come through. Now, this could blow your mind. This is just what I get here, Aquarius. This could come as a real, quite a dramatic, a very dramatic shock. And if this is a love offering of sorts, which, you know, like you can go on, you know, there might be several different narratives that you could pick up on in any given reading. So I just have to go with what I get. This is what I hear. Like it could blow your mind. It's something to do with the night and moving into this new zone. You're in a new cycle now. This is full-on love, like a primal. I don't know why that primal, but we give this form. It comes down through Kita, through the crown. It's divine. It's our connection to the divine. This is how we recognize it individually, I think. That's the way I look at it. But the interesting thing here, Aquarius. So I do see that as this sort of, once the clouds have dispersed, as it were, once the clouds have dispersed, because I can feel it like it's a real tension. Once the clouds have dispersed, we get this mind-blowing Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, Tower, the world. Then, I mean, this is quite wild. We somehow now, and we somehow see, now we're elevated up to a King of Wands. So whoever this knight or king is for you, they could be personalities in your life. They could be aspects of yourself. I kind of feel like it's an aspect of yourself, Aquarius. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's like you've sort of, this whole thing, you've sort of, as you enter into this new cycle with residue of the old, you do elevate. I mean, you kind of graduate. And this is when it starts to get really interesting, because we get the winning card of the Six of Wands. We get this winning card, and that other people see it. Other people see it. And maybe to do with this project, collaboration, whatever it is. You could be setting up a new business, you could be doing, it could be anything, right? But it is collaborative, and you need people with the same vision. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought. Victory. I have actually literally lost it, my train of thought. It's amazing. It's amazing, because I do think that something's going to come in from left of field that is a sort of a love offering, possibly, that's going to just blow your mind. Like, it's totally so unexpected in all of this. God, Aquarius, this is amazing. This is really amazing. Look, let's get a, where are we? Where are they? Oh, here they are. Let's get a journey map card, and hopefully there's some, it may well have been quite a specific reading for someone out there. May or may not resonate. These are so very general readings. Can we just get a journey map card, please? Might just get one more. Journey map card, please. I don't know what that one is. We'll turn it over, shall we? Yeah, this is just wonderful. Wonderful. You know, with all these wands. And we get action. The solar force. This is just full-on X-ray vision. She knows where she, you know, it's like total direct action and impact. It's a wonderful card. It's wonderful. Wunderbar. Right, shall we get one more, Aquarius, for lovely Aquarius? Is action-packed, something, you know, it's going to happen pretty quick. Is what I feel, whatever this is. And we get Fortuna. This is a long time coming, friends. It is a long time coming. It takes a long time to, you know, for a pearl to come from its little shell. And, you know, this a source of romantic attention is just what I'm hearing. May well appear from an area that has been an irritation for you. I just hear that. I hear that. May well, if this, you know, this might not resonate. It could, you know, we could look at it in many different ways, but that's just what I hear. Just a little star card, please. Thank you. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Oh. This says it all, Aquarius. The door of value you have opened. And look at it like this. I do think that there's a little new moon on this, which is a doorway. And keep in mind what's happening for you right now, but obviously, you know, what could potentially be going on in the next new moon period. which is obviously it's you know, a couple of weeks away from after this beautiful full moon eclipse. So the door of value, my friends, you have opened. I do believe you've already walked through it. Thank you so much, lovely Aquarians. I hope you have a fabulous week. And check out the other zodiac signs if you do know what your astrological chart is, if you know your ascendant, Venus, Jupiter, and moon. Okay, thank you so much. Toodle pip. Bye.